think at this time I could do the benediction and we could go home. The service has been excellent. I enjoyed the dancers, the stories. It's a part of who we are and defines who I am. But before I go any further, there's an African tradition that I like to hold and honor. And if we could start, and if there's anyone over 80, and I'm not trying to, get your age out there, but if you're older than 80, could you please stand up? Okay. All right. All right. It is an African tradition to ask our elders for permission to continue on in the service. And at this time, I would like to ask my elder, would it be all right to continue? Thank you.
Amen.
Reverend Martin, clergy in the house, congregation, friends, and family, I thank you for coming out today. One of the things that in the hyphen of the African American, the American of us really are struggling to find out who we are. And in that struggle, many things have come out. But before I go any further, this is one of my favorite poems, and I like to share it with you. It's, "Oh my people."
Come on. Thank you.
"Oh my people, what is your work? What is your work? What is your work, child of the earth? Are you like silver, diamonds, and gold, increasing in value as you grow old? Or are you like smoke at the start of the day, like dew, and the smoke in the wind slowly fading away? You cannot be measured in dollars or cents. You can only be measured in your deeds and intent, and what you have achieved and how you relate, and what are your virtues and if you are great. Why are you here in this degraded old state, a victim of scorn, contempt, and of hate? Why can't your hearts be united as one for a cause such as freedom for the future to come? What kind of veil hides your eyes from the truth? Why do you not research and establish the proof of where you have come from and what was your way? Let us find some solution for the moral decay that frightens our elders and shatters our homes, abandoning our offspring to the fate of their own. We must rise up, my people, from the depths of our dust to a new understanding built on mutual trust, to some solid achievement and a new way of life, bringing end to the conflicts and eternal strife that plagues our existence and threatens our end. We must define our enemy and just who is our friend. And then, my people, and only then, can we rise up our heads among the nations of men, reclaiming our birthright, reasserting our pride, reuniting our families, and increasing our strides. New rules of our choosing, new goals to attain. One God, one destiny, one people, one aim. And oh my people, what a wonderful day when we use our talents in a positive way, providing ourselves with the things that we need, purging our systems of envy and greed, reshaping our image, emerging as one, setting righteous examples for the children to come. Then maybe, my people, just maybe you'll find some joy that has been hidden in your space and time. And in your ascent, you will find that it's true, that there's no treasure more precious than you. Oh, my people, what is your worth? What is your worth? What is your worth, child of the earth? Amen. Thank you. For the last 10 years, I've been teaching and learning at the same time about who I am. Now, from a spiritual aspect, I am definitely a child of God. But in a cultural context, that has not been defined. It has not been defined as of yet. When I looked at the theme was given to me, the motherland, from the motherland to the African American. That is a beautiful theme, and I think in education, and for us, that's really the only education that we need as a foundation for the academics to hold on to. Now, what I mean by that, how many of you know where mathematics, or who brought mathematics into the civilization? Anybody know? Raise your hand. Come on, no, you can't have no sheep right there. Yes, sir.
Came from the motherland.
Came from the motherland. Okay. How about astrology? Come on, children. Where did the astrology come from?
Motherland.
Motherland. How about medicine? Motherland. Motherland. How about architecture? Motherland. Motherland. All right. So the foundation of our civilization today got its existence or its start from Africa, the continent of Africa. Now, when I was in school a couple of years ago, as far as elementary school, when it came to history, they took care of Negro history back then. They covered it in about 2 paragraphs in a history book. And I had no other choice or no other action but to accept that. But thank God I had a mother that knew that. And in her life, in her experience of whites and coloreds, and when we traveled down south, that the women would cook all day long so we'd have something to eat because we couldn't stop along the way in regular lodgings and restaurants. I had a mother that understood that her people needed and had to do better than what they were doing in a country of the land of the free and the home of the brave. She also understood that there were certain laws that gave her and gave us certain inalienable rights. Now, I see those things now more prevalent or necessary in our society for our children than ever before. Someone mentioned early in the service that we need to get back to that old-time religion. I can agree more wholeheartedly that as far as understanding who we are, we're in a place of defining. We need to define who we are from the inside. Now, what I mean by that is that when we came to this country, people called us what they thought or what was good for them. Okay? And pretty much the Portuguese were controlled of the slave trade. So in their language, and they saw the golden sable hue of our skin, and they said, we'll call them negra, which means black in Portuguese. So over that time period, that name had gotten to be mispronounced and misused in several ways, even to this day where our children have used the N-word as a term of endearment. I cannot accept that. I will not accept that. Now, dealing from a historical